Ciao Juventini of the world, my name is Giuseppe, welcome back on the channel. I shoot immediately. At the moment we have no answers. If yes or no, we will receive our 15 points back. The judges that will give us the verdict, they are still in a room, they are still discussing at the moment as we speak. We already have some news that we will try to explain you, but we will try to leave it moment by moment by moment. The live can be 30 minutes, the live can be even longer. We don't have to forget that at 7:30 p.m., so in 45 minutes, there is the press conference of Max Allegri for the pre-game of Sporting Juve. If we have no news, we'll try to listen also with one ear, trying to translate as we are usually doing. But we know that the focus is on the judgment of today about the first case, the plusvalenza, where Juventus was seen taken back 15 points on the 20th of January. We are 3 months later, and today we will understand if yes or no we will receive them back. There are 3 possible scenarios. Or we will receive them back, and it's over. Or they will leave them. That means that it's over. Juventus received the 15 points. And Juventus has the possibility to go to TAR, the Regional Administrative Court, and that will take really long. Or they go with a third option that at the moment looks like that's what they want to do. It's taking more time. If it's that third option that I just told you, taking time, because apparently they had no time. They had no time to understand, to study everything. Well, we will receive temporary the 15 points back, temporary, and then when they will come back with a decision, we will know if yes or no we will receive them. So I have absolutely no idea now. Of course, there are a lot of leaks, a lot of news, and we'll try to go through them step by step. We have some words of Moggi about Fagioli. We have some words of Moggi about Fratesi. We have some Napoli club fans of Maradona, Kodakons, that is actually representing the customers in Italy that are not really happy because they wanted something crazy. We will go through all of that. I hope you are ready. Let me say hello to all the people, and of course we will try to monitor everything that is happening on Twitter, on Tuttosport, and so on and so on. But there is the possibility, and that is what Calciomercato is reporting, that we are going from a -15 to a -6. So it's totally crazy because they told us that today there were three possibilities: cancel, postpone, or you keep them. But in no way impossible to change them. To change the penalty, you need to go, what I told you this morning in the morning video, you need to go to the Corte Federale d'Appello, the Federal Court of Appeal. They have 30 days to reformulate, and apparently they want to go from a -15 to a -6. I still don't understand it. Anyway, before we go into the real great topics and we go to the points on points, which will be today real life, let me say hello to Philippe Rosada, to Sir Raz, to Styler Z, that is saying, Beppe, we needed that live, from what I understand, but the problem is nobody understands nothing. They will try to take more time. That's what is going into the corridors, into the rumors. It's ridiculous how they will do anything to penalize Juventus. Fino alla fine, for Bogdan. It could be a simple yes or no. Well, no, it's a bit more difficult, but indeed we are in Italy, so we are using the weights, but attenzione, we need more time. They need 0 time. Huh? Do you remember on the 20th of January when I was celebrating the birthday of my girlfriend at the restaurant? They needed no time. There was immediately -15. At today, on the 19th of April, 3 months later, I still don't understand the mathematics, the logic, the mechanism, how they calculated the 15 points. That, by the way, one of the questions of Juventus today in the federal court was, can you explain me why 15 and not 14 or 13 or maybe even 16? Can you please explain it? At the moment we have no answers, and I'm really doubtful if we will receive ever an answer about that. But I remember that from a request of -9 they went to a -15, and I tell you and I repeat you, punished for Article 4, not for plusvalenza, attenzione, Article 4, because Juventus created a system where they were actually manipulating all the things, and that was actually Article 4, punished for misbehavior, disloyalty, not respecting the the code of conduct of the sporting justice. This is why Juventus was punished. Apparently looks like we are also going towards the judges back then at the time that are starting to say yes, but maybe there was a mistake, maybe not everything was correct, maybe we need to review, maybe something has not been formulated correctly. So they are trying to take time. Attenzione, because everything can happen today. So remain with me. I want a maximum of like, if we don't pass the 100 likes and we don't even say hello, guys, please. This is free time. We are trying to do it to give people live real-time update what we did in the Telegram group earlier today. This is actually the last news that went out. It has nothing to see with what we spoke about today. We just know Juventus communicated that our esport team, because we have an esport team, our esport team won the Serie A. Guys, you do what you want. You do what you want, but in a way or another, if it's next gen, or if it's Juventus women, first team, Primavera, whatever team, Juventus will always win something. Anyway, this is esports. You will tell me it's not important. Well, it is important. First time that we participate, because before that we were playing with PES. You remember, 3 years without license of FIFA. We are back on FIFA. We will create a team, and the team is winning the esport FIFA tournament today. Then if they will give us the title forever, we don't know, because maybe in 3-5 years they will go to the court and they will say, give us back that title of esport because it was not correct, there was a bug maybe, or maybe they will tell us that, I don't know, you had some support, or that the connection of internet was not great. You never know. Or they will take us back some 15 points also here in esport. You never know. At the moment, guys, you never know. At the moment, our friend Danny Pitbull, that is representing Juventus, he won it. So we get with that one, and we are happy with that one. Congratulations. It's again a season where Juventus is winning a trophy. It's winning a trophy. Let's continue to say hello to Brandon. I just live for the 15 points and press conference. That's what we'll do indeed. Ciao Sharon. What is happening, guys? That's what we will try to understand. Still waiting, and Juve. That's what we are doing indeed. Ciao Bogdan. Did you change the thumbnail? Yeah, I made it a bit more impactful. Preparing also the red color, because with the red color, you know that you are prepared if things are going really bad. Chatterstar, just going to be another postponement. Yes, but the big news, unless they go with some crazy thing, the big news is if they postpone, Juventus up. We are third again. How long? I don't know. But we are third again. What means that today in Champions League, Inter, they will play with even more pressure because they will be sixth. If today they postpone, we receive momentarily our 15 points back, and Inter is 6th. Please keep me up to date, guys. What is happening on Twitter? I try to watch, but I also try to watch your comments. So that I'm trying to do a multitask today so that we are missing nothing. By the way, if you really want to see a beautiful picture, this is a fantastic picture. Can we see the picture, please? Can we please see the picture? I want to see the picture. Thank you. This is Danny Pitbull with his kid. I don't know if it's a girl or a boy. Looks like a boy, but I'm not sure. So congratulations to Danny Pitbull that won the e-sport tournament of FIFA with his kid. Look at the joy representing the colors of Juventus. Is that not beautiful? I think that's really beautiful, at least for me. Ciao Alexandra, this case serves as a proof that the proof you are innocent takes way more time than when you are labeled as guilty. Well, that's a really important and super great point that you are showing us here with your comment, Alexandra, because this is how it works in Italy. In Italy, or at least I'm speaking about the sporting part, in Italy, from the moment that they decide to put you on the papers, you are guilty. And this has been my battle since 2006 against mass manipulation, leaked phone calls that are consciously chosen, cut it in part, in and out, to actually put bad picture, bad light on you. And from that moment, the mass is influenced, and there is no way that you are able to defend yourself because you don't receive the opportunity. So from that moment on, you are guilty. And then it needs a lot of time if you are innocent to prove, because you have to fight to prove that you are innocent. When you are innocent, in case you're innocent, it's too late, because the mass, they don't care. And I understand them, huh? I don't care. We have already enough work to follow our team. Imagine if you have to follow the other teams, and if it's not even the sporting results or the performance, but you are following actually the core things, look, it makes no sense. At today, the 19th of April, I still have to listen to people that Juventus was punished because they alternated games in 2004, 2005, 2005, 2006, which is absolutely not true. We fought for it. We explained it. It was on papers. One day, of course, just one day, and then they didn't talk about it anymore. While it was yesterday on television, or 2 days ago on television on the Calciopoli, showing that Juventus has never been guilty of accusing any game or alternating any game result, because they don't exist. These evidences don't exist, so we were absolutely not guilty. So I totally agree with that. That's really important comment. So today we are fighting actually to prove our innocence in a dossier that is totally crazy. Today, by the way, I will explain you what happened a bit earlier this afternoon, because we have two things that were totally separated. The first court decision was in another aula. It was totally something different. It was about the Curva Sud that was banned for the game of Napoli. Also there, absolutely no logic, but zero logic, absolutely no logic, because Juventus was banned for a game after a Coppa Italia for racist chants. What they did was banning all the Curva, while Juventus was able, thanks to technology, to identify the people that were doing racist chants. These people, I repeat it once more, and I don't want to talk about it because I already did, and you know how much we fight on the channel against racism. We don't support it in any way. It has to be banned, all the people, for life. I don't care. Well, Juventus was able to identify them. They are out of the stadium. They will never come back again. That's a great point. Now, Juventus made an appeal, and we already spoke about it on the channel. They suspended the ban back then, and we had to wait until the 19th of April to know the final version of it. The Curva Sud will be open. So that means that if I am a supporter that had a ticket to the Napoli game against Juve in our home in the Curva Sud, well, until today, I didn't know if I was able to travel there. Of course, I would already have paid my plane tickets, my hotel tickets, probably reserved in a restaurant or whatever, took holiday at my work, because you know it, you play on Sunday, impossible that you come back to be back there on Monday to work. So they made sure that the people had to wait until the 19th of April to understand, yes, that you can travel. Something totally a disaster. But anyway, I believe that this is the first great thing that has been said today. On that one, according to me, there is justice, because I am the one that is always stating, punish the people that are doing misbehavior, but not everyone. Makes totally no sense to punish everyone. What does that mean, punish everyone? If you have one stupid, you can't punish 1,000 people. If you have 1,000 people that are doing misbehavior, you punish 1,000 people. Anyway, this is what I wanted to say about that specific topic. Luckily, the case is closed, and against Napoli, a Napoli with a lot of injury, because Mario Rui, Rahmani, Politano, they will all be out against Juve. Let's see the other ones, but that's unfortunately now it's really far away, because we have still today that we have to follow. We have to follow tomorrow the game of Sporting, and then we will concentrate on Napoli. That is still, again, far away from what the reality is saying today, but at least it will be with a full stadium. I'm trying to check if yes or no there are some new reports, and then we will go, of course, through all of them. At the moment, not. At the moment, not. So just waiting a bit. Let me try to... Okay. So let me continue to say hello to the people. To Shatterstyle, what did you really expect? This whole thing is a giant farce. I agree with you. I totally agree. Especially now you see with all the fights between them, all the defense and so on, that it's a big farce. Also because Juventus has never been punished for one specific thing, except of Article 4. Well, Juventus repeated again. Guys, can you please explain me what we did wrong? Can you please explain me and show me with your finger in a specific book where is the plusvalenza? Today I was listening to Luciano Moggi. He said, I know really well the sporting laws and so on. There is no rule for plusvalenza. So tell me where and how you are punishing me. Ciao to King Chiesa. Beppe, always on time, just like a 3-time. Today I was on time. What are you speaking about? Ciao, Beppe. Hopefully we get the points back, but the damage they did to our club will be there. Stavros, that's another consequence. Another problem or possible problem that can happen with Juventus. Okay, let's say Juventus is totally innocent or proven innocent later today. Even in a month, whatever. Plusvalenza, 0. Okay. And you know that there are different topics, huh? It's plusvalenza case. Then there is another thing that has been to be reviewed on the 10th of May about the salary maneuver. But let's say Juventus is innocent about everything. Guys, they don't care. Huh? It's over. Huh? The dirt has been put on the name of Juve. And even if John Elkann is going with official words, Juventus, and repeatedly, since day one, Juventus did no misbehavior, it's too late. And the damages are big. The difference with Calciopoli in 2006, and you can ask me because I know really well the dossier Calciopoli, the big difference is back then, there was no social network. There were no Juventini ready to spread words about a lot of judges there that were saying, I hate Juve, I am a Napoli fan, and as a prosecutor, I will always try to fight against Juve because they are corrupt. Whatever they do, that's my first initial statement. Guys, all Juventini, they try to understand, they try to search all the disposal material that we have online and to try to show them. In 2006, we knew, but we didn't have all the material at our disposal to show it to the world. And that couldn't become viral. Today, we have a strength, being together, working together as Juventini to show, hey guys, that's not correct what you are saying. This guy there, it's a bit strange. The correlation, it's a bit strange what he said years ago against Juventus. And that is helping also in the mass because of ourselves. Because don't count on Gazzetta dello Sport. Gazzetta dello Sport, they didn't speak about Calciopoli, the documentary on a report on Rai 3. No, they don't speak. But in 2006, they were the first one to put us in Juventus in Serie B, Juventus in Serie C, Juventus cancelled for the Italian football because they are guilty. So attenzione, attenzione. Bebe, late. No, I'm not late, guys. I'm not late. Stop with that. Ciao, RB comes. 2 minutes. Give me always like between 0 and 5 minutes. Anyway, I'm here. Ciao RB Combs, ciao Julian, ciao Ron Rusitano, Matthew, Kamaboko, Samir, Forza Juve, RB Combs, give us the 15 points back. I'm trying to check always with an eye. Attenzione, we have maybe another news that just came. Juventus arrived in Lisbon. No, not this one. This one. Guys, it's not Napoli celebrating, or they are not in front of my door with the fireworks. No. It's just a fake sound that I put it in the system. So don't expect Napoli fans to be here outside saying, Beppe, you will not sleep. No, it's a sound. It's a sound in the computer. It is what it is. Ciao Dino Zov, that is also curious about what will happen. King Chiesa, Saif Noah. Ciao Beppe and the Juventini of the world. Mohamed Youssef is there. Peter Abate. Tariq, Zach Taylor, grande guys, I'm super happy to have all of you on. Rico Franchi, that will be our guest in the next coming days, I just need to find a date with him. Dimash, grande Dimash. Cyril 11, if there's still a justice in Italy, Juve get back their 15 points to 9 that we deserve because we are innocent. Well, I want justice, guys, I don't want just give us back the 15 points. As I always said, people that are guilty, you accept. You need to be judged, and if you are found guilty, you pay for it. But not like we saw now, because we followed on the channel, we try to really explain you all the things. We try to avoid like rumors or all the anti-Juve journalists that were again repeatedly putting the same leaked conversation to put some doubts in Juve. We try to avoid these ones because they made totally no sense, because I perfectly know and knew what they were doing, but except of that, we try to really inform. Ciao to Siamax, to Lars Vercelli, to Salman, to Hardy Lezan. So let me a bit go faster because we have a few messages from people. From Kamis Al Jamal to 9 months with us on the channel. They will always want to destroy Juve. That hurts. Hey, guys, it's time. Guys, you remember President Agnelli that said we are surrounded by enemies. Guys, it's not a joke when Agnelli said we are surrounded by enemies. Okay, then I will go to Nicolotti and to Mohamed Youssef. Guys, I will explain you what happened today. I don't know how they are not ashamed of that. But what happened today was at 1 p.m. It was totally another thing. We already spoke about it. Will the Curva Sud be open or not? Juventus, they will open. We won that first appeal. Great. At 2:30 p.m., you should have started with the appeal against the minus 15 points. But what happened was that a lawyer, a certain lawyer from Napoli, that is representing Codacons, that is actually representing the customers in Italy, but also representing Fan Club Maradona, he wants that Juventus is taken back Scudetti, starting with the one of 18-19. Why? I will explain you. And I wrote it here in a tweet. Lawyer Enrico Lubrano asked to participate to the trial, so he was not even invited. When he was in front of the door, the journalist is asking, what are you doing here? Because you are not on the paper, you are not invited. Well, he asked to participate to the trial because he wants to defend the 15 points inflicted to Juventus, and he wants to have the Scudetti won in 18-19. 1920 and 2021 revoked from Juventus. Guys, these persons, they go into a trial, they want to participate, and they are requesting that 3 Scudetti are revoked from Juventus. 18-19. Why the 18-19? They are smart, Because if you revoke it from Juventus, they want to win. The Napoli fans, they want to win that Scudetto. Can you imagine? They are not ashamed. They want to fight to win one that they lost with 11 points difference. Guys, we are speaking about 11 points difference. They had 79, we had 90. They have the courage to go in court saying we want to have that Scudetto. This is what they want. They also want, apparently, the next one, 1920. The problem is that they are also asking the Scudetto revoked from Juventus 2021. Now, the problem is, who will tell them that Juventus didn't win the 2021 Scudetto? Guys, honestly, if I was there, I would have stood up, would have gone to the judge, and I say, okay, let's make a deal. We revoke Scudetto. We revoke Scudetto 2021. We take it away. And we give it to nobody. So it's fair. What do you think about that? What do you think about that?
Superiority. The sweet taste of victory.
It is what it is, guys. That would have been beautiful. And then you say, now you leave the room because we have other discussions to do. Guys, what are they speaking about? What are we doing? Seriously, are we joking or I don't understand. I seriously need to understand. How dare you to go to a trial and you say, I want to be here to defend. What are you defending? 11 points in 18-19. Cristiano Ronaldo, Paolo Dybala. What are you speaking about? 18-19. 18-19. Cristiano Ronaldo, Paolo Dybala. What are we speaking about? Dai, per piacere. Attenzione. Anyway. And then you start, because we lost 30 minutes with these guys, we lost 30 minutes, and then you start with the real trial. That's why probably at the moment we are still waiting for some news, guys. I'm trying always to check. They are still in the room. hey, we don't know even if the verdict will come today or tomorrow. They told us as soon as possible. This is the promise that they made. Now, we go to Nicolotti. Nicolotti, let me try to find back your message, my friend Nicolotti. Softic is there as well. Ciao Softic. Ciao Igor Todorovic. Ciao Marian. Nicolotti, thank you for your message, my friend. Ciao Beppe. Do you know when the decision is getting published? Maximum of guys hey, Nico, this is the problem. They said as soon as possible. You know, one day I will tell you a story about as soon as possible. One day I had a phone. I'm speaking about Nokia 3310. Do you remember 3310? Well, I had a Nokia 3310, and one day on the screen it was written, "One moment please." I waited. I couldn't call anymore, I couldn't play Snake anymore because it was frozen on "one moment please." I waited like 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 30 minutes, 1 hour, 2 hours, 5 hours. It was always written, "One moment please." Guys, one moment. What? And that day I understood, "One moment, please." It's 1 moment, huh? You have not really a timing on "one moment, please." Well, I believe that they are using exactly the same technique, as soon as possible. What does that mean? Maybe in 5 minutes, maybe this evening, maybe tomorrow, as soon as possible, maybe in 3 days, we don't know, as soon as possible. We wait, 1 moment please, as soon as possible. So we wait. At the end, what I did at the time, I took the battery out, it was black, I started again and it worked. If I had to wait for 1 moment please, then I probably now today I was still waiting for 1 moment please. But that's another story. Thank you for your message, Nico. And as soon as we know, of course, I will tell you, Softage, the way that we are playing, I am not confident even with the 15 points that the Champions League is safe. This is a total different discussion that I totally understand, especially when we are conceding a goal. I totally understand that, even if today I'm really focused on will we receive our 15 points back, that I repeat, were deserved on the field. That we did it with luck, that we did it with bad performances, that we did it without scoring a lot of goals, that we did it with conceding too many goals. I don't care. Today, I don't care. Tomorrow, I will care. Today, I don't care, or at least until 7:30, because then there will be the press conference of Max Allegri. Why am I not caring? Because these 15 points, we worked on that one, on the field, and we deserve to have them. We deserve to have them. Inter deserve to be 6th. Milan deserve to be 5th. Roma deserve to be 4th. At the moment, we deserve to be 3rd. Lazio deserve to be 2nd. Napoli deserve to be 1st. They are not in Champions League anymore. They are out. That's another story. Anyway, thank you to all the people that are subscribing also to the channel. Thank you for the support, guys. Really, really appreciate it. Zaccaria Mohi back on the channel as a member. Grande Zaccaria. Grande. Thank you. Thank you for becoming a member. My friend Zaccaria is saying, Beppe, I'm back to the channel after a few busy months. Right on time. Right on time, Zaccaria. Thank you. Thank you, my friend. Ciao, Jin. Ciao, Hanin. What a joke. Hey, this is a joke. But that's what we are speaking about. About Napoli being a joke. But it's not, attenzione, before, it's not Napoli, the club, that asked for it. Let's differentiate between initiatives from Kodakons and Club Maradona, fan club, and the official club. That's important. That's important. Otherwise, we start doing the same as when they were banning all our curva. It's everyone. No, it's not everyone. It's the Maradona club official plus Kodakons that were asking for it. Not Napoli as a club. It's not De Laurentiis that asked for it, or not all the supporters of Napoli. Let's make the difference. Ciao, Abaya. Maric made a joke that his brain is as big as his club. Saif, they have to earn it like a real champions. Egoistic idiot. I agree about earning. I don't want to have a Scudetto that someone else had. I don't want. Honestly, I don't want that they... I give you, and I promise you it's true. I promise you it's true. Champions League. Final 2015. Was there a penalty on Pogba? Yes, 100% there was a penalty on Pogba. We know it. We discussed about it. If they give me that Champions League trophy today because they found that they paid the referee, I will not go. Let's go. I will not go to the tattoo guy and I will say, put me the Champions League because I feel I won it. No. I will not be really. I will say probably we deserved or whatever you want, but I will not 100% be proud of it, of receiving it that way. Maybe I will say justice, but we don't know. We don't know what could happen in the game. So I would be ashamed. I would be ashamed. Honestly, yeah. Anyway, that's another story. Apparently, Inter is not ashamed to have a Scudetto. By the way, it's even the favorite Scudetto of Moratti. But that's, again, Calciopoli. Sader, thank you, Sader. When Juventus won the series with 102 points, rest Serie A team were really bad. Napoli doing good this year. Napoli is the greatest Serie A ever. That made me angry. Thanks, Beppe. You talk about that in the morning. Well, 102 points. The rest was bad. Yeah. Okay, I want to say there was less competition, probably, and Juventus was stronger. So it's a plus and a minus that makes the gap even bigger. Yeah, probably on that one. I thank you, Sader, but I talked about it. Look, Napoli is the greatest Serie A ever. That made me angry. Look, I don't really know 100% what I have to understand of the message, Sader. If you can explain a bit more, maybe I can explain a bit better. I went through it. What I said this morning on the channel, anyway, I explained that, Napoli. Okay, now, sorry, Sader. I understood what you said. Sorry. Napoli is doing good this year. So what I said this morning, and I explained it, is Napoli has their best ever season ever in their history. In the history of Napoli, it's the best ever season. What is the best ever season of Napoli? It's the Scudetto, 99.99, guys. Let's not go crazy. They won the Scudetto. Congratulations to them. Deserved. And they arrive in quarterfinal of Champions League. That's it, huh? That's it. So I would ask a bit of being humble and respect. And maybe next year they will win the Champions League. Respect to them. Respect if they do. But at today, it's not the case. And that's why I was speaking about it indeed on the channel this morning. Thank you for pointing out that I had a bit of difficulties to understand. I'm trying to find if there are some news or not. In the meanwhile, the team arrived in Portugal. That's already a great news. So they are in Lisbon. The Collegio di Garanzia è riunito in Camera per decidere. 10 minutes ago they were still deciding. La Presidente del Collegio dello Garanzia dello Sport ha appena lasciato il Palazzo dei Coni. Non ci sarà oggi la sentenza sul ricordo del Coni contro i punti. Slitta qui e domani. Guys. Okay, the news has been announced through Sky Sport Italia. The decision will be public tomorrow. Steve Slick is saying that it is a pathetic news. I will read all your message, guys. I don't. Ciao, Cecilia. Cecilia, by the way, was saying they are playing with us, guys. The news that we were all scared about happened Why am I saying the news that we were all scared about? Because with all the defense of Juve that I tried to explain you since 3 months, all the unlogic or illogic points where Juventus has been punished for, we knew that they couldn't give us the 15 points today. If they gave us that 15 points and if they were confirmed today, guys, Juventus went to regional administration court, and that could have been really, really big, because indeed there are too much illogic choices and punishments against Juventus in that Plus Valenza case. So we knew it. Remember, I did a video with Giovanni Armanini to explain you the 15 points will be given back to Juve. But we had two options. And today we still don't know. And this is annoying me. So if we take away, at the moment, that we had three options. Confirmed 15, cancelled 15, or they don't decide and they go to the Federal Court of Appeal. Well, today they decided again to not decide. And it's not the first time in history of Italian football that judges decide to not decide. They decide openly, we don't decide. You know it. It was on all the papers. You know the defense of Juve since long. Kine, he waited since and until the last moment to give it to Juventus to defend, to actually make sure that Juventus had the lowest or fewest possible time to defend themselves. What are they doing today after being 1 hour alone, or more actually, nearly 2 hours in a room, after listening for the first time really to the defense of Juve, even if they already had the papers of the defense of Juve, because Juventus, they had to give them to them, so it's no surprise for the judges. Well, they decide that they will decide tomorrow, on the day of Sporting Juve. Not that it will change a lot, but guys, I prefer having the decision today confirmed or cancelled 15 points today, so that we can speak about it in the hotel with the players. I am the manager, I am the president, I can do a call with the player in FaceTime to all of them. Guys, don't worry about it, we will take care about it, we will go back, don't worry about it, think about the game of Sporting. And no, they will wait tomorrow. When tomorrow? At 9 a.m? I don't know. 10 a.m? I don't know. Will it be 1 p.m? I don't know. Will it be just 1 hour before the game? I don't know. It's not about trying to punish Juventus. It's not about trying to punish Juventus about the game of Sporting. It's not to destabilize, but it's just, let's see what we can do. Let's try to have maybe other opinions. Let's try how to avoid to give back 15 points to Juventus. This is what I feel today as a fan. I'm speaking about Juventus as a fan. Let's see how we can avoid to give back Juventus the 15 points. Because they present their defense. They build up a dossier showing us that there were a lot of illogical things in what we said. That it was not correct. Because we started speaking and pointing fingers on the Arthur Pjanic swap, while when we accused Juventus in the papers, there were never any mention of Arthur Pjanic swap. I tell you the truth, guys, I was fearing that this would happen. And it happened. They decided consciously that they will push the decision to tomorrow. Why? Because it's 7 p.m. and it's over to work. You continue to work and you give me a decision immediately. This is what I want. I don't care. You continue to work, and I will wait patiently in that room until you go out of that room and you give me a decision about what I presented to you. What tomorrow? What do you need tomorrow? Give me my decision. It makes me angry. It makes me really angry because I have that suspicion. I have the suspicion like I had with Calciopoli. We were sending Serie B guys, huh? And today we are hearing, not Beppe, the world is hearing leaked phone calls of Inter, of the referee, of the president of Federazione Italiana Gioco Calcio, of a lot of people involved, that all of the team were involved in scandals. Everyone was involved in scandals. But they decided to go on one team because it was not important. The important was dismantling the management of Juve, stopping the supremacy of Juve, but they were not able to do it on the field. So they had to do it in a way or another. The manipulation of changing presidents of Federazione Italiana Gioco Calcio, having Guido Rossi, that was a shareholder of Inter a year before, putting him there to decide alone who were the judges, appointing the judges, to decide alone to give that Scudetto, taking it away from Juve and giving it to Inter, and a year later going to Telecom Italia, becoming the president of Telecom Italia. Telecom Italia, that was actually, and we heard it on a report on Rai 3, that was mentioned or asked from Moratti because he was frustrating because he couldn't win. They asked Telecom Italia to start illegal leaked phone calls to listen to Juventus. Baldini from Roma was going every day after his work to the police to say, you have to listen to this, you have to listen to this, you have to pay attention to this. Guys, you have a guy, Cellino, that later became president of Cagliari, of Brescia. He was at a certain moment a young manager in Federazione Italiana Gioco Calcio. When he arrived there, he said, Mamma mia, what is happening? It's about, Italian football is about to collapse. Let's take all the documents and let's burn them so there are no things. And then in front of the camera, 20 years later, he's watching the camera and he's laughing. Attenzione! Attenzione, maybe a change, maybe a change, maybe a change, maybe a change. No. George, what are you? The ruling on the 15 points verdict will be announced on today. Where? 8:45 p.m. There is a rumor, guys, that I can't confirm you at the moment. I am trying to understand where that rumor is coming from. You know that I'm always checking and I will come back on all the messages that I didn't read. I'm sorry for that, guys, but today it's a special chaotic live. Attenzione, attenzione, I need to check. I need to check by myself, guys. I need to check by myself. No, guys, I understand, but I want the source, I want not. I want the source. If I don't have the source, guys, I can't tell you. That's how I work. I respect for everyone, but if I don't have the source, then I don't. Because probably the people that are translating are correct. Big and huge respect for all of them. If I don't see the source with my eyes, then I don't. Let me check. I tried to find, because our colleagues, Max Statman and a lot of people that are translating that at 8:45 p.m. Italian time, so after the press conference, there will be the verdict, while everyone, Sky Sport and so on, but we know that Sky Sport also sometimes make mistakes, that it was tomorrow. So now, if I don't have the source, guys, I can't confirm. I will wait patiently and I will say yes or no. Let me go back maybe on the live of Tutto Sport. Wait, let me take that away, otherwise we have problems here. l'attesa è finita, quindi il collegio at 15 at 7:15 il collegio di garanzia ha preso il CONI e ha concluso la sua camera di consiglio odierno, aggiornando a domani la riunione per decidere sul ricorso della Juve, che chiede l'annullamento senza rinvio della penalizzazione di 15 punti inflitta dalla Corte federale di appello per il caso plusvalenza. La decisione dopo il dibattimento non arriverà dunque questa sera. Il collegio ha 5 giorni di tempo per il dispositivo. What does that mean? Guys, what does that mean? That Juventus is asking for the cancellation. They don't want to postpone the decision. They don't want to go to the Federal Court of Appeal so that they have 30 days. They want to cancel it. Juventus insists, we want to cancel, we want to cancel. The latest news, black on white from Tuttosport, it was at 7:15, is that tomorrow they will go back and talk about it. They will continue the debate. That means that today we will not have the answer. This is what I read, guys. Then maybe they have new sources, maybe there is a news, but I will not confirm until I don't see them. Hopefully, yeah. Hopefully, guys. Hopefully. Anyway, this is another story. So we will wait when we have more official news because, again, at the moment, I really don't see it. I don't see it. So let me try to do something, is trying to find the press conference of Max Allegri. And now because... Yeah. Wait, guys, I will tell you. From the moment that we have, I will tell you. The guys of Max Statman, they are saying 8:45, but I see no I would love to, but I see no confirmation from nobody. So maybe they have an inside source that I'm live, so I can't speak with people. I can't make some calls to confirm you. Otherwise, I would have confirmed you, but I can't. So we will have to wait. When I know, I tell you. When I know, I tell you. Where is the press conference? We wait. Where is the press conference? Wait. Trying to go to the press conference. At the moment, guys, I see nobody, yeah? At the moment, there is nobody. So when they will be live, I will tell you. Okay, maybe they are late, but you know that press conference when they are traveling can sometimes be a bit later than expected. So we wait. No, Jan, stop with spamming, Jan, because otherwise we have a problem. No, we spam not. Otherwise, you will not have a lot of retention time on the channel. Otherwise, you will have to spam on another somewhere else. Okay, so we don't spam. Ciao Nirai, thank you. Kangaroo Court, Crapoli fans, and barking. Thank you for the donation. Beautiful message. Hassan, that luckily, hopefully, Hassan, you are still there. Thank you for waiting. I hope you are still there with us. This is an appreciation message to all your work you have done in the middle of everything that is happening. Well done. Wow. Hassan, please let me know if you're still there in the chat, because I was absolutely not expecting that message. Here, Hassan, really appreciate it. Really appreciate it. You know, you don't have to do a donation to tell me that you appreciated the work. For me, if you put a like on the morning video, I'm happy. If you do a view on the morning video, I'm happy, but really appreciate it. Really appreciate it. Thank you, Hassan. Really. I don't know what to say. You make me blush. Yeah, blush. Thank you, Hassan. That's really appreciated. Sader, what I meant is that always put Juve down, even when Juve is doing really good. Yeah. No, I know. But look, you were correct. I understood your message. But no. Look, Napoli in the last years they were a stronger rivals, but depending the year also. Depending the year, it's true that they are the one that probably annoyed us the most because of that big competition in 18-19, the goal that they scored in our home with Koulibaly, that big 4-3 win with their own autogol. They were a real serious contender in the last years, even if, guys, I prefer to be Juve. Because if you're speaking about Champions League, people are really mad. At the moment, if we receive back our 15 points, we are again in top 3. So that means that in terms of continuity of Champions League qualification, Juventus is continuing to qualify since, wow, I don't remember when we didn't qualify to Champions League, honestly, which is something to be proud about. Of course, we have to be really angry about the fact that we were not able to go really far in that tournament, and we are pissed off since the last one in 2017 where Juventus against Real Madrid, it was a difficult game, a really difficult game. In the final, you lose it, and from there, 17-18 was still an okay. Bayern Munich, strange, but okay. But from there, it was a total disaster, but we know it. But it's true that in Serie A, Napoli has tried to do their best. Steve, it's an easy decision to take away 15 points away over such an subjective thing as players' evaluation is a joke. But of course, the annoying thing is we have no rule about it. That's the worst thing. I see Alexandro that is starting to enter the room. Thank you to Amadou Corcasso that became a member of the chat. Thank you, my friend. Really, thank you. Welcome. But also thank you to Andrew McKen, 5 months. We stand together, Beppe and friends. Sader, I already read. Nirai, what they do all day. They drink coffee and eat cornetto. Well, you could potentially do it while you're actually speaking, but apparently they don't. Attenzione, because I hear them already here. I'm still waiting for confirmation. Wait, let me check.
Aqui, boa tarde, Alexandre, João Domingos para a RTP. Queria te perguntar desde logo.
So it's Alexandro. Good evening, he's saying. Is feeling at home in Portugal. I'm translating for Portuguese. It's a language that I don't speak, and so I will try. The game will be quite intense. Yes, please help me a bit. So every time I go back to Portugal, I always feel well. I feel at home. The first game was an intense game, a good game from Sporting. So I believe that the game will again be intense tomorrow. Sporting TV. So we know that Sporting will believe in the victory. We know that they will go super intense. So we are prepared for also a full stadium of Sporting with a full capacity that will all go for the victory. We are prepared for that. We know, we are already aware. I was doing a face because I understood zero about the journalist question. Guys, I don't speak Portuguese. I try to understand. So it's not easy, this one. I hope they will switch in Italian really soon. Finally, Italian. You are an experienced defender. So in your career, you saw a lot of things. From your point of view, how did you help Fagioli in these days? After his mistake and the tears of Fagioli. Alexandro, sometimes we have to respect. It's good also to cry. It can happen, that way of behaving after a win or after a loss. Of course, it's a young kid. He helped the team a lot. And now it's normal that we are helping Fagioli because he's one of us. He's young, but we have to admit that he has already a lot of experience. He's not only the future, but already the present of Juve. Beautiful words, huh? Sometimes also to grow, crying, sometimes it's doing also good to grow. Gazzetta dello Sport. Question about the contract extension of Alexandro. Can your future change thanks to these games? Your future. Attenzione. Alexandro. I don't think only about my future. I think about my team. Because this cup is one of our objectives. Of course, I want to do my best to help the team, to help the players. For the future, I'm not only thinking about me, but about the team. Guys, it's a long time ago I didn't see Alexandro dribbling that much. He dribbled the question, huh? Will it be difficult for you to take back your spot after the beautiful performance of Gatti? Alexandro, I feel well. I did well the training session this week, but Gatti is doing really well. I'm happy with the growth of Gatti. Of course, if I have the opportunity to play tomorrow, I will do my best. That's a fact. But I'm sure that everyone that will step down on the field will do great tomorrow. Oh, question about also splitting off and on the field, because the journalist said tomorrow could arrive 15 points more. So what I was speaking about a bit earlier about the no confirmation about today 8:45, guys, at the moment even the journalist in press conference they don't speak about it, huh? If the 15 points come, that's great. But today we are only thinking about the game of tomorrow. That's the most important. And after that, we can think about the 15 points. At the moment, Alexander is saying something about the growth of the team, about how he's growing. Okay, now I see your message. It's tomorrow, George. But guys, you know, I will press pause because now we will listen to Max Allegri. Just, you know, like, George, everyone in the chat started with, hey guys, but 8:45, 8 for attenzione, 8:45 with exclamation points. While I said no, I said tomorrow, it will be tomorrow, and then people are reporting me, Beppe, look, it's 8:45, look here, 8:45, let's spam, let's do, but indeed, it's tomorrow. So my bad about that, my bad, misunderstanding. And I saw then people that were saying in the chat, tomorrow, like BT, like a lot of you, people, tomorrow, Jim, Hanin, and then I was a bit confused. But I found it really strange that I just said to all the people it will be tomorrow, and then I received some big things with it will be tomorrow 8:45. So okay, we lost like 15 minutes for nothing about that. My bad, I didn't read completely, so sometimes it's also difficult. I was confused. So what is happening? The appeal happened today. They talk about it, and I was really angry. You saw it. While I was super angry, what happened is that after I understood that they took the decision to do it tomorrow, because it will be tomorrow. After that, I was a bit confused. So it will be, and it stays tomorrow. So today we don't know. Let's listen to the words of Max Allegri, and then we can go back to the verdict and all these kind of things. Okay, we go. Waiting for the words of Max Allegri. There is nobody that is asking any question to Max Allegri. So the press room guy is saying, are there no questions for Max Allegri? First question from Tuttosport. For this game, do you believe again in playing the trident up front? And will Szczesny play? Good evening. Szczesny will be starter. For the trident, I'm not sure. Alexandro is playing. He's with me. The one usually that is next to me is playing. So Alexandro plays. Szczesny is playing. Up front, I still need to decide. Do you believe that wait, we knew up front that on the 19th there was the verdict? Max is saying we knew that the verdict would have been on the 19th. I still don't know if it will be out today, this evening, or tomorrow. From the moment that we will know what it will be, 15, not 15, we will put it aside and we will focus on the game of tomorrow evening. Again in Portuguese. Which Sporting player surprised you the most? That's what I think the question was about. Sporting is a really great organized team. They have really great player, technique and physically. I was quite surprised by the 2004 striker. You remember that young player? A player that did really well, especially for his young age. Hey guys, I understood the question. Huh? Considering what's happening out of the field, considering how important the game is, do you believe that this is the most important game that you will play tomorrow, even if you have two results at disposal? Because we can draw and we can win. Tomorrow, we have to forget what happened in the home game. We have to think about one game. when you are playing a quarter final of Europa League, the game is important, is crucial, because you need to go as far as possible to reach that final. Sporting is a team that eliminated Arsenal, that at the moment still is first in Premier League. It's a technical team, physical team, organized team. It's not here just because it's a surprise, but it's normal that at that level of Europa League, you're finding also teams that are quite good. Now they just asked to Alexandro to move away because he was still there waiting. They said, go back, go out. Not that there are secrets, but he can continue other interviews outside. Let's make sure, because then people, they will not understand. They didn't say Alexandro out, attenzione. They said, Alexandro, can you continue the press conferences outside with other journalists that are waiting? There are questions in Portuguese, so I will try to focus here. So what I understood from it, not everything, but it is historically Italian teams are really great in defense. Tomorrow you play with an advantage of 1-0. Will you go tomorrow with the idea of trying to defend that score? That's what I think I understood from the question. So let's see what Max Allegri is answering on that one. So no, tomorrow it's impossible to think, to play, to defend. You have to play a good game and try to score. Of course, there will be some moments where you will need to defend. And these moments where you need or you're obliged to defend, you have to do much better on what we did in the previous last games. No, Pioli said, the question from a journalist, Pioli said before the Champions League, we are on the Tour Eiffel and we want to go up. We are at the second floor and we want to go up as much as possible in La Tour Eiffel. Well, it was not really that he said, because I listened to the press conference of thing. But anyway, and the journalist is asking, how far do you want to go in that competition? So let's see. We are at the quarterfinal of Champions League. No, of Europa League, sorry, my fault. We have to do the result tomorrow. It will not be easy to try to go in the final. Semi-final, final. It's an important moment of the season. We played versus Sassuolo. We played versus Lazio, 2 games that were away. Then we have Napoli. Then we have the semi-final against Inter. And then at Bologna, we will close the first round of these games of April. That is still an important, decisive month. But of course, we have to play them one game at a time. Being conscious and aware of our strength and the qualities we have and the qualities that we showed during the season. Gazzetta dello Sport. The fact is that in Europa League versus Serie A, in the last moments, it's a fact that Juventus has different results. Is it a casualty or is it something with the 15 points or whatever? Max is saying, well, in the beginning, it was a bit difficult with a minus 15 point with Champions League, Serie A. But then we came back, we forgot about it. Now, the 3 away games in Serie A, we lost them, which is absolutely bad, the last 3 away games. But that's something that we have to speak before the Napoli game. Now we have to focus again on Sporting in Europa League. That is a different competition. The journalist You said it's the first time that you're participating to Europa League. Is it now a competition that starts to excite you a bit, or are you still really missing Champions League? Strange questions, a really strange question. But anyway, let's listen to the answer of Max Allegri. It's not about being nostalgic for champions. We are in Europa League. It's an important competition. It's a competition that could allow us, if we go until the end and we win it, that will open us the door for Champions League. So also as a satisfaction for all the team being able to bring a trophy home would be a big satisfaction. We still have two possible, Europa League and or Coppa Italia. It's not easy, it's not simple. It looks like it's all easy and simple, but it's not like that. Because as I always said, winning is something extraordinary. I understand that after 9 years of victories, Juventus make it look like it was super easy and normal, but it's absolutely not like that. Winning is super difficult. Portuguese question. Okay, I think I understand. Guys, I speak Portuguese. Okay, guys, we unlocked something. We unlocked a new badge. Portuguese is a language that I understand. Sorry, guys, it is what it is. The question from the journalist is, the last time you played at home in Portugal, it was versus Benfica. You were beaten by Benfica. What are the differences from the Juventus back then that we played in Champions League against Benfica and the Juventus of today? Guys, I'm super happy. I unlocked Portuguese. Guys, I didn't know. I understand Portuguese. It's a new language. Great. I'm happy. He said, Allegri, playing against Portuguese team is always difficult. You need a lot of patience, especially when they have the ball, because they love to have the ball really up front. We know that in that stadium, with the supporters that will push, they will have an important impact on the team. When we were here in 2017, playing versus Benfica, I think we won. And then the people said, no, you did a draw. We said, a draw is also not bad. Huh? For tomorrow, if we draw, I will take it. That was the press conference of Max Allegri and Alexandro. To be honest, to tell you, I didn't, as I said, I can translate even Portuguese, but I can't tell you what they are not saying. I can't manipulate the questions of the journalist. The journalist, guys, seriously, they didn't speak about tomorrow's game, except of the question who will be in the goal. But we knew that Szczesny would be back. No surprise there. We know that he's the goalkeeper #1 and that Perin is doing a fantastic job and that we can count on him. But Perin, goalkeeper, and then, Szczesny, goalkeeper, and Alexandro will play. But also here, if you see Alexandro in press conference, you know that he's playing. That doesn't mean that Gatti will not play. Attenzione, because we go to something, guys, sorry for the 15 points, the people that are coming here. I will do a small recap in a second, and then we will close, but I will show you what we know about tomorrow. That is also important. By the way, let me say thank you to Nirai. Now you are just showing off just Duolingo. Guys, I never learned Portuguese, and I'm able to do. I'm proud. Let me be proud sometime of myself. I think that's it. You know, a lot of people are not proud enough about themselves. I believe we have to be proud about ourselves. Sometimes you can be proud about yourself. We will go to that one. No, not to Max Allegri being happy. We'll go to the lineup in a second. Let me just check if I really said I forgot Azzurri Juve. Guys, can you please remind me? Look, it's an hour ago. It slipped. I don't know if Azzurri Juve is still there or not, but can you please remind me next time when we see Azzurri Juve that I say thank you, because he became a member 17 months on the channel. I really want to thank him personally. If you can remember, I will forget. He said the list of shady nonsense against Juve is growing even longer, and the message is even beautiful because he's really speaking about it, and I was not able to see it. I'm really sorry for that. Really, extremely sorry. So, Kamis Al Jamal, I read. Nicolotti, Omar Sadat became a subscriber. Mohamed Youssef, Beppe, why there are no real court move? Did I read Mohamed Youssef or not? Today I'm really sorry. I don't even know if I read Mohamed Youssef or not. Azzurri Juve, I forgot. Mohamed Youssef, Beppe, why there are no real court movement is building better sporting judge system. Or sporting judge is not serious court based on constitution. The sporting justice, Mohamed, asked me last time, so I will write the names of the people I need to say sorry last time. Azzurri Juve, 17 months. And then Mohamed Youssef. So I will answer Mohamed Youssef when he's back. But if you want the answer to the question of Mohamed, the thing is political game of power. Zakaria Mo, I said. Sader, Nirai, Azzurri Juve, I already said. Hassan Al Amin, I said. Thank you, Andrew McKen. I read the message. Sader, Nirai, Amadou that became a member. Mohamed Nihad that just subscribed. And Nirai, I'm up to date. Really sorry, guys. Really sorry. This is absolutely not my intention. So what do we know for the game of tomorrow? We know that Chesney is back into the goal. Sandro will play, and logically you will think that we will play like this, okay? That should be the standard one. Of course, here it's a big question mark. Fagioli, guys, he will play tomorrow. I have no doubt about seeing Fagioli on the field tomorrow. So we have here, sorry. And then that's what I said. The team, even this morning, I didn't go to Gatti. I went to Alexander in my first thing. We missed one. That could be Di Maria. When you saw how much Di Maria gave versus Nantes, versus Freiburg, and so on, well, Di Maria is a serious contender to start the game, even if it's not sure. But I will try to surprise you. Tomorrow, let me know if I'm crazy or not. Do you think that this can happen tomorrow? I will go crazy, guys, huh? Abba is saying, Beppe, you're crazy, but we already knew that. Guys, am I crazy? Would you, okay, say me yes or no. If tomorrow I'm the coach and I give you that lineup, do you tell me, Beppe, keep being the coach of Juventus for the remaining part of the season or not? Am I promoted or not? BT's absolutely pissed off, huh? Karim, I wish. Guys, I'm not going to make people happy. You know that I'm not doing the lineup that I want, I don't want. I always try, Marky will keep Allegri. I think you do a great job, Mark. I think that I have always done the lineup that I really believe Allegri will do the day after. And I believe this is not what I want, or this is what I think Allegri will do. I think that tomorrow he will surprise. He will surprise. To make sure, because last time, I repeat, we played a strange 3-4-3. Huh? Two midfielders we have put in difficulties. And Locatelli and Rabiot. And up front, there was a big gap. We know it. Guys, who is the most not informed player of Juventus recently? I'm not speaking about Pogba, huh, guys. Okay, we know that. But the player that we saw in the last few games, he's really in difficulty. It's not the one that we know since long. It's one that maybe should rest a bit. Karim is saying it. Kostic. No, it's not Fagioli, Abab, according to me. Locatelli, yeah, but Locatelli rested. Abai. Locatelli rested versus Sassuolo. Disaster. Paredes, disaster. Kostic. Vlahovic. Vlahovic is not a form. Vlahovic is here. Kostic. Yeah, okay, guys. Everyone is not informed at Juve. If we really want to be honest, nobody is informed. But that's another story. Nobody is informed. But Kostic is really out. It's clearly out of form. And we are obliged to play him. Ealing Jr. has not been called up. I'm even hesitant. I can be wrong, guys. I'm not sure if Ealing Jr. is in the UEFA B list. I'm not sure. Can be wrong. But anyway, he has not been called up. It could be that you start with Alexandro, guys, that will not have 90 minutes. You start with Cuadrado. You are trying to pay attention because last time in a three-man defense, we were even in difficulty at a certain moment. And we were a bit better when we started to play with four-man in defense. Do you remember that? Well, four-man defense could be potentially the start of the game with Alexandro starting and these guys here, okay? No. Sorry, guys. I made a mistake. This could be the starting lineup of Juventus with Locatelli, Rabiot, and Fagioli. Why? Because doing that, you will not have Kostic and Cuadrado dropping back to have five men in defense. But you stay with your four. You are a bit more secure, but Chiesa will not drop back here, or at least that's not the intention. Chiesa will try to push here forward. Di Maria is the magic here, and we will try to not isolate Dusan Vlahovic. With Fagioli that will try to take care of that side, with Rabiot taking care of that side, able both of them to give some support going up, and Locatelli being the fifth one if really needed. In defense and here. So, that can be potentially the starting lineup. Solidity in defense, you play. You still have Kostic for your second half. You have Pogba for your second half. You have, up front, you have a Milik that can potentially enter and change the game. We know that Chiesa has not 90 minutes. That could potentially be the lineup. Security in defense, but obliging to not go with 5, but remaining with 4 could be. You have Cuadrado that could enter instead of whoever, because then you can put Danilo here with Alexandro out and Cuadrado here. You can put Kostic and go back to a 3-man defense. You can do a lot of things. That could be potentially the starting lineup of tomorrow, Sporting Juve. Chiesa played last time 90 minutes. I'm speaking about Sporting. Potentially, yes. But of course, I'm not in Torino with them. And even if I was in Torino, I have absolutely no idea how I can understand if a player is yes or no word, or how physically he's great and being able to keep 90 minutes, 85 minutes, or 30 minutes. I have no idea. For me, I would see Pogba, I say play Pogba. Yeah, but my knee is hurting. I don't care. Play. Because you're Pogba. I pay you, you play. And then we have more problems. So luckily, I'm not the guy in charge there. Thomas Makluf, will Sporting get a red card? That has been our away advantage recently. Could be. Ciao Juve Pulse. Ciao Grande Beppe. Ole, ole, ole. Well, before the ale, 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 we have to wait to tomorrow. Do we have the 15 points? Good question, Juve Pulse. So let me recap and then we close. I tell you, from the press conference, nothing really curious, except the only surprise we had is that I understood Portuguese. That was a surprise. Except of that, we heard that Chesney will start Alexandro, but he didn't say in 3-man or a 4-man defense. They spoke about what about the trio, the trident up front, but they were not smart enough, the journalists, to ask the right question. Recap of the 15 points for the people that entered a bit later. So today we had already a few decisions. 2 decisions are final, 1 not yet. The first decision is about the Curva Sud against Napoli. That is for what we were expecting today of the 15 points, it's less important. But for me, it's really important that we have our fans back there. Especially the ones that were absolutely innocent, because that would have been crazy. But anyway, so they will be back, and that's final. It's not a suspension, it's final. The stadium is open again against Napoli. Okay, stop. Second thing is that customer association, also representing Maradona fan club, they wanted to rip off a few Scudetti from Juventus, 18, 19, 19, 20, 2021. Even if we never won 2021 Scudetto, but who tell them? They asked to assist and to the trial, and they said out, go out. Makes no sense. I know that after they were pissed off, they spoke also to the journalist, saying that if the 15 points are given back to Juve, they will continue to blah, 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 blah. I don't know what they want, these guys. Anyway, if you want my opinion about that, go back in the beginning of the video. We spoke about it. And then the 15 points, where Juventus defended themselves on a lot of things. For example, why 15 points? Why not 17 points? Why not -6? Why? We still don't know. Juventus appointed a lot of irregularities in the dossier, and why we were punished. Again, we were not punished for plusvalenza, but we were punished on Article 4, misbehavior, disloyalty. That's why we were punished. And Juventus is going full power, as I told you, since day one. I remember the 20th of January saying to my wife, I'm sorry, we stopped with your birthday. I need to reassure people on the channel. And I told you, since day one, John Elkann will defend Juventus this time, because in Calciopoli, he just arrived as a kid. He didn't know. Now he knew. And I can tell you, he defend Juventus. And again, yesterday, in an open letter to the shareholder, he said Juventus did no misbehavior. Today, Juventus repeated what they had to say. We want the cancellation of the punishment. We don't want to be postponed. We don't, of course, want that these are confirmed. We want the cancellation of it. This is how we defend, with different points, to actually show that what you did was absolutely not correct. They went out of the room. They went in a separate room for more than an hour, 1 hour 30, where they discussed, and they decided today to not decide. Because they had 3 possibilities. The first one, I repeat, was cancelling the 15 points and it's over. Confirming the 15 points, that means you still have a punishment of 15 points, where Juventus in the next step could have gone not anymore to the sporting court, but to the regional administration court. That is actually a court of state, but that would have taken really long, and probably Serie A would have already been over before understanding. And it's difficult that they decide about points, because they don't speak about points anymore. That's really dangerous one, huh? But at the moment, not. Or the second thing was to actually decide, totally to not decide, and to take the dossier and give it actually to someone else, to the Corte Federale d'Appello, Federal Court of Appeal. And Federal Court of Appeal has 30 days to reformulate. They can cancel it, they can keep it, they can also change from 15 to -6, probably. Today, they couldn't. Normally, they couldn't reformulate. It was or 15 or not 15, or we give it to someone else. But they can't alternate. Well, today we have still no idea. Today, we don't know. Because we don't know. Tomorrow they will come. Some people are saying 8:45 p.m., so in the evening in Europe. I don't know when. 8:45 is 15 minutes before the game. Would be strange, but everything can happen. Hein? Bonjour mon ami Elvin. Salut grand. So tomorrow we will know if option 1, 2 or 3. But, and then I finish, if we receive the 15 points, c'est fini, plusvalenza, and then we will speak about it. Huh? Because if we receive them back, guys, I will be pissed off. Also, I will be partially happy, relieved, not happy, relieved, but it will be a disgusting thing what we did. If they give the 15 points, I will be pissed off. If they decide to not decide and to change and to give it to someone else, we will have to wait patiently. But we will come back on that, because then I have a lot of things to say, guys. Because but the good news, that's what I wanted to say. If they decide to give it to the Federal Court of Appeal, and when they have 30 days to decide, in the meanwhile, Juventus will receive back the 15 points. So that means that if they decide to really not give a definitive one and give it to the Court of Appeal, that means that immediately, so tomorrow, you have back your 15 points, you are third, but that's again not a definitive one. Like with the stadium, you know, they closed the Curva Sud, then they decided to, after the appeal of Juventus, to suspend it to a new date. That was today, and today they opened it, what was for me the right decision. After the people with the racist chants that were penalized and banned. Okay? Can we talk about Moggi back together with Agnelli? We have no respect anymore. I don't understand Juve Pulse. Moggi back together with Agnelli. What do you mean? I don't understand. Back, because Moggi has always been close to Andrea Agnelli. Andrea Agnelli has even been closer to Gerardo. I don't really understand. Please reformulate so I understand, because I don't know. Radovan, 5 months with us on the channel. Ciao Beppe, ciao Juventini. Will justice be served? I can't answer that question. I'm really thankful for you being 5 months with us, but I don't know. Will justice be served? I can't know. I don't know. Juventus back to the club, but wait, this is not the... you want him back. Okay, it's not something real. It's something that you would love to. But it's impossible. Today it's impossible. It makes not even sense to speak about it. Luciano Moggi is still today banned of sporting matters. He can't. So it's not even an option. Then today he was speaking. Even a hard, tough man like Moggi today spoke, saying I was happy. Of course, he was not happy, but he said the tears of Fagioli. He said more Fagioli players that are showing their love for the shirt, because I know that there was a controversy, and again, everyone judge whoever they want about tears, because Del Piero said one day to Buffon, "Don't cry on the field after a game." It was after a loss in a Champions League final, I believe it was against Milan. 2003 final, if I'm not wrong. He said, heads up, and we cry. He didn't say you don't cry, He said you cry in the locker room. Which I can understand. It was in 2003, Yeah. It was a final. Which I understand. Capitano that is saying it. Attenzione, because we are speaking about two totally different things, We are speaking about Buffon losing a final on penalty. Sorry. A final on penalty, and we are speaking about a young kid at his first season at Juve, because Buffon, it was not his first season at top football, Parma, Juve. We're speaking about a kid. I don't like to say kid when you are 22, but anyway, it's his first season at Juve. Juventino since a kid, and he knows how difficult the moment is of Juve. We can't compare Buffon in a final of Champions League in one of the best Juves ever with the disaster moment that we are having now, that every single game that you lose or draw, you're risking to go more towards the right part of the ranking of Serie A instead of up on the left. So it's something totally different. But anyway, he knew that he was responsible. Danilo said it as well. He knows he made a mistake. Now he needs to learn from it, and he will learn. It can happen, but learn. Guys, he tried to control a ball, and he totally missed it. It's not... What can you learn about it? That's something what I don't really like. What can you learn? you will still do a bad pass in your life, huh? Sometimes you will do a bad pass in opposition half, and you will probably miss a game, miss a goal or an assist or whatever. And sometimes you have the bad luck that pass will give an assist to the other team. What can you learn about it? It's not that he had an intention. He wanted to go with that ball and take it away. Then probably need to do a bit better, be a bit more confident. Yeah, but I don't know. Cecilia cried in 2003, devastated. Guys, I cried in 94. I cried in the 90s. I cried a few times, of course, because we are passionate. But anyway, I have no problem against that. I have no problem. Then Montero. Would Montero cry? Would Tudor cry? If you are comparing to that, guys, you are comparing with a Juventus, guys, that I was alive and I watched, because I'm old, I'm 41. You can't compare. You can't compare. You had the strongest, toughest Juve, top Juve, but also in a top Serie A. We are speaking about the 90s. We are speaking about the top Serie A, the best league in the world, with the best team Juventus in the world, with the greatest opponents in the world. It's a different period. You can't compare. You really can't compare. You can't. You really can't. Seven ladies. Well, in Italian we call them le sette sorelle, which means the seven sisters. Seven sisters made of Juve, Milan, Lazio, Roma, Parma, Inter, and did I forget someone? The two Milanese, the two Romanese, Juve, Parma, Fiorentina, indeed, Kamaboko, indeed. You see, hey guys, I don't want to start again. They made me angry. Where is Napoli in the Sette Sorelle? At the peak of Italian football, they were not even in the Seven Sorelle. What are they talking about? What are they talking about? They made me angry yesterday. They made me angry about the arrogance. Yes, I will watch the game. Guys, I think we said everything. I wish that I could have give you the play. It will be tomorrow. You know what's annoying? I will tell you the truth. Like our friend sometimes he's able to say,
if you want the truth, I tell you the truth.
So I had a really important meeting, an extremely important meeting today. I canceled and I postponed to tomorrow. Because I wanted to cover the decision of today. I was waiting at the end. They are playing with my life, guys. I can't just. So tomorrow, preparing the game of Sporting. This postpone FC. Anyway, Grand Anthony Schifano, Radovan Ahmad. I'm really seriously sad that I couldn't say thank you to Mohamed Youssef live and Azzurri Juve. Guys, if we see the guys next time, please remember that I have to say thank you for both of them, because that's not correct and that's not great. And some other people, Hassan Al-Amin as well, I said, of course, thank you, but it was too late. Today I was really late. BT said, Beppe, don't worry, you were stressed in the moment, but I need to do better on that. Grande. Thank you. Aussie and Italian fan is there as well. Radovan. Who did I forget? Alexandre Oliveira, Sasha, Bogdan, the Red Eagle, Jonathan Murray, Talisma Mukta. You want to do a last game? We can do a last game. Wait. Before I say stupid things, can we do a last game? Today, my desk is a mess. Let me check. Wait. Can we do a... Hi guys, a page. Let's see what the verdict will. Ciao Apex. Let's check what the verdict will say tomorrow. Page number between let's say oh, don't tell me page 15. Last time we said page 15. It didn't work. No. Give me another page. Aye. Put. I will do it blindly. We have enough numbers? Okay. I really promise you I'm doing live. Hey, we have a page. Starboy, 55. And that's the last one, because then we close, huh? Attenzione. There are two. Page 55. The quote chosen randomly by Starboy. About the 15 points, of course, because that was the topic of the live of today. Will we receive our 15 points back? The book didn't really give a yes or a no. The book decided to not decide yet, but to leave it in the hands of Juve. The book said, will you receive your 15 points back? Well, page 55. If you are persistent, you will get it. If you are consistent, you will keep it. Oh! And this is beautiful, because we can say whatever we want, but John Elkann, owner of Exor and by consequence Juventus, Ferrero, Scannavino, Calvo, they were persistent in continuing to say, we are not guilty. Juventus did no misbehavior. We will get them. And we will keep them. And why is it important, that double? Because we could potentially receive them. But then, if they go to the Federal Court of Appeal, they can take it back after 30 days. And no, because the book said, if you are persistent, and Juventus was, we will get it. And then they continue saying, if you are consistent, you will keep it. That means that, attenzione, oh, actually not. Actually not. Actually not. Actually, I believe they will go to the Corte Federale d'Appello. Guys, I misread it. The book said something else. Pay attention. We have to understand what the book said. The book said, if you are persistent, you will get it. Okay? So Juventus is persistence. That means that we will receive back our 15 points. But they said it's not over. It's not over. Because something can happen. So you were persistent. That means that you will receive them. But probably they will go to the Court of Appeal, and Juventus needs to be consistent. What does that mean? That in the Court of Appeal they will again try. Juventus need to be really clear. and being consistent about how we were persistent. And then the 15 points that will be given back to Juve temporarily after the 30 days of the Corte d'Appello, they will remain. We will keep our 15 points. Guys, I'm sorry I misinterpreted because of my enthusiasm and positivity, of course. But that's the truth. Tomorrow, the truth of the book, attenzione. Tomorrow, they will tell us that they take it to the Corte d'Appello, Federal Court of Appeal, where they have 30 days to decide. In the meanwhile, we receive back our 15 points, but it's not over. And then Juventus will need to continue the battle. We know it. We are used to it. Battling, fighting against everyone because we are surrounded by enemies. Grazie, Aussie, Alexander Delbage, BT that is saying more stress, Cousin Franck, Arif, Starboy, thank you for your page, Juve Pulse, Enrique, Jonathan Murray, we have Anthony Schifano, Cecilia, thank you, Kaushik, Sam Zomut, Bogdan, Jim, the book will tell us the truth, GR, Alexander Oliveira, Bogdan Gradisteanu, Lord Shax, Hardlazan, Amat Sako, Omar Avila, Thomas Makluf, Red Borut, Jim 97, Mikel Arteta. Thank you guys. Thank you because it's thanks to you that we continue to do fantastic lives. At least we can have a smile. Not yet the 15 points, but that's for tomorrow. Grazie, forza. Juve.